Hey! Hello there! And we're out and about again. It's early afternoon and we are heading over to the Rhinns of Galloway. We're going to the lower one, as usual. You know, most campers, guys with channels, they have their favourite place. You know, you can identify the cat, they're going to the same bit all the time. Well, when I want an easy camp, I head to the Rhinns of Galloway. There's a couple of spots there that are dead easy and they give me a really relaxing time because I have nothing to set up. I've only gone for the one night, but it's brilliant weather. And the reason I'm going for one night is there's a lot of work to be done in my garden and I hate gardening. So I'm going back on the Friday. And then I'm going to paint my shed, my fence. That'll take me all weekend. Oh well, these things you have to do. The weather at the moment is, I can't see the screen, it's whited over with the sun. It's about 21 degrees. And tonight it's not going to be bad, it's going to be good. But what I've heard, I don't know if it's true, we've got a good chance of shooting stars tonight. So I'll get the tripod out and try to shoot some of them. It's just a beautiful day. I'm actually quite relaxed, although I've been busy. I'm quite relaxed, and Morag's there, she's overseeing the proceedings as usual. But once we get this trip over, I'm hoping that in the next couple of weeks I'll get away for longer. I really need to get away for longer. But it's just the way things have happened. As always, life gets in the road and you're having fun and games. Aye. That's one of these things. Anyway, let's go over to, I'm not sure, there's 3 bits that I can camp over here. And I'll head for the furthest away, but I'll pass the 2 nearer ones on the way so I can check them out. And if the far away one is full of groggles, it's a new name for the tourists we get, groggles. If we're full of them, I'll head back to one of the other ones. But I'll see you when I get nearer. Alright, Morag? Aye, you tell them. We've got it set up. Haven't we, Morag? Come on, show folk where we are. Now there's the Macmobile there. And we have the exoskeleton bivvy. Just looking out to sea. The reason it's like that is because the wind's coming into the back of it, and also for stargazing tonight, that is to the east, and we should, if there's any shooting stars, we'll sit up late. I've got beer and whiskey and I'll be in there. Oh, that is beautiful. Right, we're going to relax for a wee while. Oh, she's got her legs all tied up. Get up. Ah, what a beautiful afternoon. Just sitting here relaxing. We've got a family next door to us where, oh, they've got a big dog. Well, it's not a big dog, it's just, it's large for its size. I think it's like a bulldog. Millie. And she doesn't go on with other dogs. Morag's been there trying to make pals, but she wasn't for it. Can't win them all. Ah. Anyway. Now. Come back here. We're just settling down. I've got all my equipment with me, I've just checked it. We'll try to get these shooting stars tonight. If not, at least we'll get some shots of the sky. At night, of course. I'll go to get the barbecue gear out in about half an hour. Not at the moment. I'm going to sit and relax more. I wished I'd brought my shorts. I've not worn my shorts this year. But that was an easy drive out. No hassle. That was great compared to last week when we went up the A75. That was bloody horrendous. No, we're not doing that again in a long time. It's just as nice sitting down here. And you've not got the midges because you're next to the sea. We'll wait to the middle of next month. The midges will have disappeared, but we can get into the woods again. But why have the hassle? Okay, I've got the flex tail. I can get rid of the midges if I want. But we are just happy, very happy. I feel so relaxed when I get out. Nothing to do. Nice folk out of the corner there. There's room for another vehicle between us. We can only pray. But in general, I find that this particular fly camp, there's never any bother on it. Never any bother. Although other folk would say there is, but I've been here many a time and I've never saw a bit of bother. Anyway, Morag, she's down there. We'll just sit back and relax. I might even have a wee sleep. I'll see you at barbecue time. It's barbecue time. Morag's been fed, so she's just come in to be nosy. Start with a black beer. Right, what are we having tonight? Get out of there. Switch this on. That's it on. And tonight we have 2 tender lamb rump steaks. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Well, what we'll do is we'll just put them straight on. Put that out of the road and put the lid on. Give them about less than a minute each side so they don't stick to the grill. Lovely. I've had a nice afternoon sleep. I was very, very tired. I could say I had a long day yesterday. To tell the truth, I was in the pub at night. And it was such a lovely night. You know, no wind, rain or anything. So I went for a walk away out to the point, away out to Breakwater Point. It was beautiful. Oh. So I was very tired this afternoon. Oh. And that's the first turn. Oh. Right, we've got a problem. There's no toilets. I'm just wondering if this is the Dumfries and Galloway Council playing at silly buggers. I hope it's not. You've got notices up there and it looks like the toilets at the next place along to here. Okay, I'm in New England Bay at the moment. There's no the amount of caravans, camper vans or anything else. And I passed another site up the coast on the way in and there was nobody, hardly anybody. It's just their part. Close the toilets down. I hope it's not, because I'll be having a look on the way back. And I'll tell you, if they're not fixing them on purpose to keep folk away, that's just bad. That is, I know they're wanting to bring regulations in, but this is causing problems. So I am going to check Ardwell on the way back, and I'll be on the local Facebook groups highlighting it to see if they're doing this on purpose. Aye. That's not very fair, that. Okay, they'll have a bloody excuse, they always do, they're a council. Hey, I'll work for a council, I know they've always got a bloody excuse. Anyway, back to the grub. Once I've sorted these out and devoured them, I've got a couple of custard tarts. Free range egg custard tarts. Oh ho ho ho! Right, I'm going to get into these and I'll put a wee bit of barbecue sauce on them. There's enough in there. Oh, what a beautiful day. And look at this, Morag there, just waiting for me to make a mistake. Ah, you're a good lass. Oh. Yeah. We'll just shove it about. Turn it. Oh, it's sticking out not. And get the lid on. Right. We'll turn it every few minutes until it's burnt to a bloody crisp, just how I like it. I'll bring you back when I've got it finally ready. Okay? Right, Morag, you're not getting any. You got that? You've already got your bloody food. Oh. Right. That's been going for about 10 minutes. Turning it. Put a wee bit. The last time I Jack Daniel's sauce. No, I've got another bottle in the house. Right. Let's see how it goes. Off with the lid. switch it off. And look at that. Oh, oh yeah. And there's the other one. How's that? Whoa! Look at it. Two lovely barbecued chops. Ah! My wee barbecue. I always forget the name. What is it? Cadillac. I thought it was Cadillac. Oh, yeah, my wee Cadillac's done well. Anyway, they're too hot to pick up, and I'm not using a knife and fork. Ah, again, another excellent meal. Oh, what could be better? I'm sitting out here on the foreshore having a nice barbecued nighttime meal. Oh, absolutely fantastic. And it's actually good for me. I've been watching what I eat up to a point. I've been eating more meat. Look at this, she's moving in, isn't she? Aye. You'll get some in later, okay? Her bowl's just down there. But of course this is more interesting. Just bumped into a boy and his family that we met the last time we were here. And they tell me that the toilets have been out of commission for 2 weeks. And one story is that it's just the septic tank needing pumped out. I think we will do a wee investigation. Maybe even put a public information request. There will definitely be emails. No letting them away with that. Anyway, I'm getting talked into this. And then Morag and me will go for a wee wander. And we'll get set up for the night. Because we're going to do some stargazing. And I'm going to do some drinking. I'll see you later. That's her starting to lose the light. It just came off a sudden, the light started to go. I've got my wee spotlight on. I've been sitting here listening to the radio. Had a Northern Irish programme on. There's a Scottish programme on. I'll go back to listen to that. It's not too bad. But I've just had a pleasant evening. Drinking the black. Smoking a cigar. I needed this. I definitely needed this. Out of the house. Well, there's nothing wrong at the house, but I'm out. Oh, I didn't usually go down to the pub during the week, but I went down last night for a couple of pints. I came out and it was such a pleasant night. I took myself for a wee walk. I walked through the village, down through the harbour, and along to Breakwater Point and back. A bit spooky. Oh, it was relaxing. Really relaxing. That's why I had to have a wee sleep this afternoon. Oh, shouldn't really smoke, it's not good for me. Yeah, I've got to have some vices in life. Well, here's two. Ah, well, once I've finished using the camera, or the GoPro, I am. Hey, come on, get open. I've got to get the night vision out, the Asco 200, and I'm going to mount it on the tripod and just sit here and using the AI. As soon as the stars start to come out, which will not be long, I might have to wait a couple of hours for it to be brilliant, and we'll get you some night shots. See if we can catch a few satellites and a few shooting stars and meteors even. We've got to give it a try, haven't we? Then I'll crawl into the Batmobile and we'll maybe watch a video before I go to bed. Well, I can see we've been tired again tomorrow because I think this is going to be I know it's going to be a late night. Maybe even be up during the night as well. Oh, but as long as we're enjoying ourselves, what the hell. Right, I'm going to go on with this. I'll see you later when I'm using the night vision to try and capture the stars and capture another world. See you there. Hi Morag. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just trying to get some shooting stars, but it just wasn't happening. I saw a meteor shower, but I hadn't my equipment set up. Just as I was setting up, and after that, nothing happened. So I'm back in the Batmobile, eating, what are they? Jaffa cakes. 2 o'clock in the morning, Jaffa cakes. Oh, I'm watching someone on YouTube. And of course, I've got a whiskey. Oh, and I'm warm. Oh, it's a great time of the year. Aye, everybody was settled down. 11:30. This bloody great flaming camper van turns up. A noisy bugger. Imagine turning up at 11:30. He's probably got a good reason. And he did try not to make a noise, but I think he woke everybody up. Well, the lights were on. I wasn't worried. I was just, I was still stargazing. I had a good night. Couple of cans of beer and just sat there. There was no wind, and in that bivvy, if you're in the bivvy, you didn't feel the wind. That's a good idea. That bivvy, you can get a couple of folk in it. And because you can move it about in that, and it's got a top, you didn't get any wind and you didn't get any rain. And you can have a nice wee quiet drinky poo. Yeah, you tell them, Morag. What else is happening? In the world. No, sell. Trump is meeting Putin tomorrow. Huh? I think it's Alaska, or is it Iceland? It's some bloody place called. They're going to try and negotiate stopping the hostilities in the Ukraine. I don't think it's worth talking to that wee bugger. Trump himself says there's a 25% chance that they won't come to an arrangement. Even if they did come to an arrangement, I wouldn't trust him. He invaded that country. That's just not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. Look at all the lives that have been lost. Look at all the bloody money it's been wasted. You know, all that money gets wasted on that stupidity. And hey, it's affected us as well because prices are up. The prices of power's up, and it's all because that little bugger in Russia. Yeah. Trump seems to go on well. I don't know why. I think the wee bugger Ken's fine that nobody's going to drop a bomb on him. That's the problem. If we tried to sort him out, we'd end up with the world in a mess. And if we just left him alone to get into Ukraine, where would be next? Aye. Bloody Humpty Dumpty, all big-headed buggers. Simple as that. Aye. There's no decency with these politicians. I would never be a politician. If you look at politicians, in the end, they're all voted out. And even if you're a good one, you're voted out. Somebody takes over. It's a heartbreaking job. There's bound to be a better system than what we've got now in the world. There's bound to be a better system. You know, why interfere in somebody else's country? Why interfere in somebody else's doings? What I say is, do what you're going to do, but as long as it doesn't impact on somebody else's rights or somebody else's way of life. And if everybody thought that way, it would be a better world. But then again, I'm just old and grey and didn't count. get them tail. No, I think my original take on the whole thing is the best way. Get them all together, bang their heads together and kick their backsides. Aye. There's none of them. Mind you, I think there's a lot of politicians that go into these things with good intentions. It just doesn't work out, does it? Because of greed and lack of respect. Now, if we weren't spending all that money on bombs and missiles and drones, we could be spending it on other things like making the world a better place, curing the energy problem. You know, so everybody's going about with a smile on their face. I'm not saying make everybody mega rich or... but give everybody a decent standard of living. Okay, if somebody gets out of line, you slap their head, but in the way the world is, people's always wanting something better. Can they not just be at rest, be comfortable, be nice to people, use the word blessings a lot? That's just me. And besides, at 2 o'clock in the morning with a good glass of whiskey in my hand and there's some Jaffa cakes left. Oh, that is life. That is life. Well, I'm going to watch the end of this video. Hey, she's no moved. Yeah. She's taking up a good bit of my bloody bed though. I should go a wee bit further down, I'd be alright. Anyway, I'm going to watch this and I'm going to go to sleep. Or am I going to go to sleep anyway? I'll see you in the morning. Cheers. Good morning. Look at this. Look. I don't know if you can get that, but that is that sun. It's about 7:30. I've had a long lie. Well, I deserved a long lie. I was up late last night. And eventually I fell asleep in front of the computer. Morag, come on! So I'm taking Morag down the beach for a wee wander. Come on! So she's not going into the water. She is, she's going in now. Quite happy. Oh, what a beautiful beach. On the subject of fishing, I've decided that I'm going to do a video sea fishing. I'm going to give it a wee try. I'll maybe nip along to Morrison's on my way home and I'll get what I use as bait and prepare it. Why not? I don't want to get into fishing. Well, I used to be heavily into it and all the gear's there. I don't want to get back to that. Not because it wasn't relaxing, it was, but when you get serious, you go out in all sorts of weathers, and I'm no serious about going out in all sorts of weathers. But anyway, let's get back up to the Macmobile and get something for breakfast. Morag, come on, good girl, there she comes. Oh, what would I do, eh? She's beautiful. There's Morag meeting a friend.
Morgan.
Morgan. Yeah? Come on, hello. Hey, that's a lovely wee thing. Breakfast time. It's beautiful, the sun's beating down on it. And I can see out right over the bay. Right, breakfast this morning. What will we have? It's one of these breakfast shakes. Fuel! And of course it's chocolate. Quite nice. And what is it? And the solid part, Quakers to go. Now these are bars. There's 2 bars. I usually only have one of these. They're oats. Oatmeal covered in golden syrup. I like golden syrup. I've actually got a few cans of golden syrup in the house as backup. People don't use it nowadays. People use honey more. But you can't beat golden syrup. It's also very chewy. It's not hard. That's a lovely breakfast. I've not checked calories, but I think it must be about 200. That's enough to keep me going to, yeah, get something about 11sies. Well, it's been a nice wee overnighter. I could have stayed longer, but you know, being honest about it, I've got a lot of work to do back at home, and with this good weather I should be able to get my huts painted. Well, I'm going to cheat you, I'm going to spray them. But they're still needing done. And there's 1 or 2 other things needing done in the house. Look at Morag. Would you like a bit granola? Well, it's a bit of this bar. Yeah. Morag's given it her approval. Well, as I was saying earlier, I'm going to nip back into Stranraer, get some bait, do a bit of shopping, back to the A75. Now there's no traffic lights in this bit of the A75, and back to God's country. Back to God's country. And I'll get everything settled out for the day. Alright, Morag. So, dong! Back home to Garrison. Morag and me will see you in our next wander, which hopefully, if the weather holds, I'll go out for a couple of nights.
See you later.